Hello everybody, my name is Nicholas Strait and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to give an update on the tropics about Tropical Storm Beryl, who is around 800 miles to the east of, no, 800 miles to the west, sorry, of Barbados. So we're going to get right into it here. This is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you guys like the content. We're pretty much at 30 subscribers, so we just need 20 more. And then I can live stream here on YouTube whenever we go storm chasing for tornadoes and also hurricanes as well. So we're going to get right into the weather models here. We're going to start out with the latest GFS. You can see you got the time up here, and you got the time up here, and you got the date over here. So we're going to bring this out in just 24 hours. So tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, we already have potentially Hurricane Beryl heading due west, or due east, sorry, heading straight, or no, sorry, due west. My bad, I'm sorry. Due west straight into the Lesser Antilles, and then we take it 2 days out. We have a very strong, potentially major hurricane fixing to go right into the Lesser Antilles Monday morning, and then throughout the day, Monday goes over the Lesser Antilles, crosses over the Lesser Antilles Tuesday evening, and then we take it 3 days out, so 7 a.m. next Tuesday morning. We have still a Hurricane Beryl just south of Puerto Rico, and then this is the latest that we know. This track right here is trending, so we know that it's going to follow this track, and we know for sure it's going to follow the track. Now, where does it go after the Lesser Antilles and once it enters the Caribbean? That is where the uncertainty comes in. So we'll take it 4 days out, and you can see the GFS, that storm behind it, which will be eventually Invest 96L, will be potentially a tropical storm, according to the GFS, and potentially hitting the Lesser Antilles again, but we'll focus on this first wave over here. Really quick, I just want to say that Invest 94L right here, just going to bring a bunch of tons of rain to Mexico, and that'll be it. So we take this now 5 days. We have a tropical storm, potentially a hurricane hitting the Lesser Antilles again next Wednesday, and then it goes into the Caribbean and strengthens potentially into Hurricane Chris just south of Puerto Rico next Thursday morning. And then we have Tropical Storm Beryl right here just south of Cuba, just to the east of or west of Jamaica. We're going to focus on this first wave, and then we'll focus on the second wave here in a little bit. So the latest GFS takes it as a weak tropical storm, takes it over the Yucatan, weakens down to back to a depression, enters the Gulf, re-strengthens up to potentially a hurricane once again, and hits Mexico just to the south of Texas. As potentially a Category 1, maybe weak Category 2 hurricane, 7 a.m. Monday, July the 8th. And that wave behind it stays strong, hits the Dominican Republic potentially around next Saturday evening, and then gets pulled up by this high pressure, comes over Florida, and just brings some more rain. So that is the GFS. Now the latest Euro model, we'll take this out 48 hours. The strength is not trending with the Euro. The Euro still says it's going to be a weaker storm, but obviously the Euro is not the National Hurricane Center is not going based off the Euro model based on the strength, but you can see it takes a similar track. Same to the GFS, potentially just a tropical depression, a strong tropical depression, weak tropical storm right over the Lesser Antilles around 1 p.m. Monday, and then takes it into the Caribbean as something weak, continues to be something weak in the Caribbean, Nothing more than a weak tropical storm, strong tropical depression. Takes that northern track, but then gets pushed to the west as this high pressure builds right over the lower 48 around next Wednesday, and then pushes it west into the Yucatan, something weak, and then really doesn't do anything, just kind of kills it off. And that's it. That's the latest Euro model, and of course the wave behind it, Invest 96L, potentially moving into the Caribbean as something weak, maybe bringing some more rain, but that's it. Not really any impacts with that. Of course, the Euro model, that is not what's trending. Obviously, the Euro model, they're not going with the Euro model. The National Hurricane Center is going with the GFS model, but they're also going with the hurricane model. So this is, they only implemented these last year, so they're really pretty new. We have the Hurricane Analysis Forecast System A and Hurricane Analysis Forecast System B. So we're going to take a look at both of these. So in just 24 hours, so tomorrow morning, we could see potentially a hurricane barrel forming up, and then we take it out another 48 hours, very strong hurricane barrel, fixing to impact the Lesser Antilles. And then, of course, we go around 10 a.m., 1 p.m. Monday, hurricane barrel making landfall in the Lesser Antilles. Continues to strengthen as it passes, but then continues to take a weaker trend as it heads towards the Dominican Republic. Tries to head north, as you can see, but you can see with the high pressure getting suppressed and moving to the due west, and then weakens significantly as it does. And this system also takes it as a potential hurricane hitting the Lesser Antilles again next Wednesday. So we have to, keep an eye on that second wave as it follows the coattails of Beryl, potentially Hurricane Chris as well. So it only goes out 126 hours, only 5 days, but you could see at the very end of the run, takes it as a tropical storm, maybe a weak hurricane just south of Cuba within the next 5 days, which would be next Thursday afternoon. So what does the B forecast model show? Well, 24 hours out, strengthening hurricane. Take it 48 hours out, very, very strong, potentially major hurricane hitting the Lesser Antilles Monday. Crosses over the Lesser Antilles as a 965. Very, very strong, major hurricane. After that, it'll move to the north, and as it takes that northern track, it's pressed to the west again, but you can see how it's 959. Right there, 959, very strong hurricane. And potentially Hurricane Chris back here, but we're not worried about the second wave, we're worried about this first wave. So then the Beast system takes it due west, takes it making another landfall as a hurricane, maybe a strong Cat 1, weak Category 2 hurricane hitting Jamaica, and then continues to weaken it as it heads potentially into the Gulf, and that's the end of the model run. So we look at the guidance, we look at the ensemble members for the Euro and the GFS. We'll start with the GFS, which is on the right side of your screen, right here. And you can see, this black line is the average of the members, as you can see here. So the average of the members take it through the Lesser Antilles, potentially just to the south of Jamaica, suppress it west into the Yucatan, and then maybe curve back into the Gulf. But you can see most of the members of the GFS take this into the Eastern Pacific. And there's only a couple models that take it into there's only a couple members, that take it into the Gulf. And here's the Euro model showing very strong. This is not the Euro model. This is the ensemble members of the Euro. Again, very strong over the Lesser Antilles. This is your black line. This is your average. And the euro is showing a fearsome scenario. As you can see, the average members take it right. Take a week, suppress it week, take it into the Bay of Campeche, take it into the Western Gulf, and potentially take it right into Louisiana, right near the Lake Charles region. But you can see just with the members that there's a lot of members that take. There's a couple members that take it into Florida, one into Alabama, a couple into Mississippi and Louisiana, into Texas, or it can go into Mexico. Not really showing the Pacific. So if this shows true, we do have to watch this because the Euro ensembles are kind of agreeing that it's going to remain strong, maybe weaken down a little bit, enter the Gulf, and be something strong. We'll have to wait and see. But the Euro ensemble members are showing a concerning scenario if it were to show true. We'll keep you guys updated on that. If that's what you guys came for, was just for the update, then thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow for another tropical update. But if you stay until the end of the video to look at the potential impacts within the next 10 days, according to the Euro and GFS, then that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to look at the rainfall for the Lesser Antilles according to the Euro. You can see 5, 6, 7 inches of rain for the Windward Islands, and then as we continue, it continues on that northern track, and then gets suppressed to the west right around the Dominican Republic, maybe bringing 5 inches of rain towards the southern side of the Dominican Republic, and then kind of near the coast, 4 or 5 inches of rain, not really bringing a ton of rain to the Dominican Republic, but you can see the Euro model takes it right near Jamaica, bringing 9, 10 inches of rain. Really, the whole of Jamaica is getting 3+ inches of rainfall, according to the Euro, with this first system. And then takes it over into the Yucatan. You can see just bringing some more rainfall to the Yucatan here, bringing 6, 7 inches of rainfall, and then takes it into Mexico. Of course, this is the Euro model. This is the latest run with the Euro. Takes it into the Bay of Campeche, into Mexico. But you can see the impacts. I mean, widespread 4, 5. I mean, really. I mean, look at that, 14 inches of rain right there. Let me find it right there. 14 inches. That's over a foot of rainfall. And you can see how far it expands here, the impacts. So this would show a dangerous situation for Mexico. Look at that, 17 inches of rain, if that were to show true. So we'll keep updated on that. GFS model, what does it show in the next 10 days? Well, it takes it, again, very strong, over the Windward Islands, bringing 5, 6, 7 inches of rainfall. Continues on that northern track and actually gives more rainfall and flooding to the southern Dominican Republic. 6 inches, 5 inches, 4 inches, maybe up to 7 or 8 inches of rainfall on the far eastern side of the Dominican Republic. Bringing also some localized rainfall to Jamaica, bringing some flooding there. And then taking this northern track, kind of weak over the Dominican Republic, or the, not Dominican Republic, the Yucatan, going into the Western Gulf, into the Bay of Campeche, bringing, again, just tons of flooding to Mexico. We just look at the wind forecast. We can see here, we look at the potential winds. Actually, we'll look at the winds and then the wind gust. And we'll start with the Euro, and then we'll go with the GFS. So you can see, well, we're going to go into we're going to fast forward to Monday morning. We'll talk about Barbados and other things. So we're going to fast forward. So the GFS will take it right at midnight. So this is right at midnight Sunday night, right at midnight into Monday morning, you could see that you're already feeling potentially some tropical storm, the sustained winds near Barbados. Not quite tropical storm force yet, but 29, 30 mile an hour winds, and then of course bringing 19, very weak winds to the Windward Islands. 7 a.m. If we take it to 7 a.m. According to the Euro, you can see Barbados getting in on those, and this is not your gusts. This is your actual winds. You can see this is your actual winds. So you can see Barbados getting in on tropical storm force winds. Also, potentially some of the Windward Islands as well. And then as we take it 8, 9, so we'll go to 10 a.m. Monday morning. So 10 a.m. Monday morning, according to the Euro, we're already seeing again those sustained tropical storm force winds right along Kingstown. And you can see close to the center, we're getting that 65. Remember, the Euro takes it weaker at the start as well. So then we take it right over, so we go to around 11 a.m. Monday morning. Continues to strengthen a little bit, but you could see again still just 40, maybe up to 50 mile an hour sustained winds as it continues to move away from the Windward Islands. As we go into Tuesday, takes it just to the southern side of the Dominican Republic here, just to the south of the Dominican Republic, Tuesday evening. And you can see the southern tip here maybe getting in on some tropical storm force winds, just the sustained winds, but really the highest winds near the core here. And then as we take this into Wednesday, you could see, according to the latest Euros, we take it into Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Wednesday morning. We have, again, more than likely Hurricane Beryl, bringing again tropical storm force, bringing some winds to Jamaica. But you can see as we take it into the day Wednesday, as we can take it into Wednesday afternoon, potentially 50, 60 mile an hour winds just on the southern side of Jamaica and the northern side of Jamaica as well. Then as we take it into 4, 5, 6 p.m. and now the center is just to the south of Jamaica, and you can see the winds are starting to weaken, but again bringing some very strong winds to Jamaica. And we'll only go out to Wednesday just so we can keep the immediate impacts. What does the GFS show? Well, we take it back. Again, these are just your winds, so we'll go midnight into Monday. Go back over to the Lesser Antilles. You can see the GFS actually takes it a little bit southern, not bringing much winds. But as we go, we'll go 8 a.m. 8 a.m. in the morning, Monday morning. According to the GFS, this is just your winds, bringing 60 mile an hour winds, sustained winds. This is not your gust. I want to reiterate, this is just the regular winds to Barbados, and then bringing potentially tropical storm force winds to some of the islands in the Windward Islands. And then as we take it, whoops, that's Tuesday, I'm sorry. And then as we take it Monday into 10 a.m., you can see now some of the islands getting in on that 40 to 50, maybe even 60 near Kingstown. And then as we take it into 11 a.m. in the morning, crosses over the Lesser Antilles, bringing again 50, 60 mile an hour winds. And then as we zoom out, the GFS will take it really close to the Dominican Republic. The southern side, your best chance maybe around 8 p.m. on the southern tip. Here maybe getting 35, 40 mile an hour winds. sustained winds, not gusts. So the GFS takes us right, kind of weakens it down, and again gets the southern tip or the eastern tip of the Dominican Republic, maybe bringing some tropical storm force winds. Whoops, sorry, did not mean to do that. And then potentially take it into the northern side of Jamaica, not really bringing much winds. Wind's going to stay to the north and potentially just be weak. Now we're going to look at the wind gust according to the Euro and GFS. So we'll go to the Euro model. So this is your gust. This is not your sustained winds. These are just your gust. So we go 1 a.m. Monday morning. So we go very early Monday morning while everybody is sleeping. You can see you're already getting tropical storm force wind gust in Barbados, potentially getting some on the Windward Islands as well. And then as we take it into 8 a.m. Monday morning, you could see tropical storm force wind gust being felt widely over the Western Antilles. And then Barbados potentially getting near hurricane force wind gust, as well as near the core center of the storm. You could see almost 100-mile-an-hour winds. Again, this is just your wind gust. So we take it to 10 a.m. Monday morning, and you could see now we're getting Barbados still having around 55, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Also, maybe near the outer islands, potentially hurricane forced wind gusts being felt Monday morning. And then we take it out even more. We take it to noon. So we take it to 12 p.m. Monday, and you can see the gust here near Kingstown, 108, 109, 107, 111 just off the coast here. So very dangerous wind gusts right here near Kingstown. And you can see Barbados still having tropical storm force wind gusts. And all the way up here near the northern islands, tropical storm force wind gusts. Excuse me. And then GFS the GFS will take it out, take it on the southern side of the Dominican Republic Tuesday evening. You can see, according to your wind gust on the southern side, maybe getting tropical storm force wind gust on the southern side of the storm. And you can see kind of how it stays consistent. And then Wednesday morning on the southern side of the Dominican Republic, the western tip, you could see maybe getting 50, maybe even 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. And then Jamaica getting some tropical storm force wind gust as well. And then we take it to 4 p.m. Wednesday, and you can see Jamaica getting on almost pretty much all of Jamaica feeling tropical storm force wind gusts, especially near Kingston, getting near that potentially 100-mile-an-hour wind gust with Hurricane Beryl. Again, this is Wednesday afternoon, getting into next Wednesday evening. You can see the GFS, or the Euro model, taking it very strong with the wind gust as well. So, and then we go into 6 p.m. Wednesday. You could see now the gust reaching 120-mile-an-hour gust as well. Right into Jamaica. Most of all Jamaica feeling hurricane force wind gust Wednesday evening. And then as it goes, still Wednesday night, still feeling near 100-mile-an-hour winds in Jamaica. Still tropical storm force wind gust at least being felt throughout Jamaica throughout the day on Wednesday, and then continues to move away from Jamaica, and then weakens down, as you can see here. Weakens down and then goes into the Yucatan and potentially strengthens up again. So now we're going to take it to midnight, and then we're going to go with the GFS with the gust. So again, this is the wind gust. Now, I know this is a long video and it's kind of dragging, but it's just to show the impacts for these people so they know how to best prepare themselves for this storm. As you can see, we have, again, 40-mile-an-hour gusts according to the GFS Monday morning. And then as we go to 7 a.m. Monday morning, according to the GFS, your wind gust, maybe 80 plus mile an hour wind gust Wednesday or Monday morning, and then tropical storm force wind gusts felt on some of the Windward Islands already Monday morning. And as we take it through the day Monday, you can see the GFS taking those winds. Hurricane force wind gusts being felt right near Kingstown, as well as a couple of the Windward Islands here getting in on those hurricane force wind gusts, maybe close to 90 mile an hour wind gust. And then as it crosses over, going to eventually leave the Windward Islands, and again potentially hit the southern tip of the Dominican Republic first, getting on some potentially hurricane force wind gusts, but mostly just some strong tropical storm force wind gusts. And then again, potentially getting the southern tip, or the western tip, sorry, of the Dominican Republic. Again, maybe bringing those 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. And then this is 6 a.m. Wednesday, and then as we go through the day, Wednesday, going over Jamaica around Wednesday afternoon, not bringing any hurricane force wind gusts, just bringing just tropical storm force wind gusts. And then moving out away from Jamaica, and then potentially moving over the Yucatan, and then moving potentially into Mexico, strengthening up at the last minute. We'll see. But and really quickly, because I forgot to look this up, I will give you guys the latest on Tropical Storm Beryl. So this is as of the latest advisory. You can see with the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities, you could see at least 50% all the way out past Jamaica, maybe just maybe near Georgetown, but you could see, of course, near 100% here near the Lesser Antilles. And then we look at your 58 mile an hour wind gust probabilities. Again, 50% we have 30 to 40% all the way out near Jamaica, but of course it's very strong in the Lesser Antilles. And then of course your hurricane wind speed probabilities, which is around 74 miles an hour, I believe. Yeah, 74 miles an hour. You could see the strongest chance is for the Lesser Antilles. Potentially could strengthen more, but we'll wait and see on that. So this is the arrival time of the winds. And you could see here potentially tomorrow evening for the so this is the most likely arrival time. You could see Monday morning for the Lesser Antilles, the Dominican Republic between around Tuesday, Jamaica on Wednesday, potentially Cuba on Wednesday evening as well. And then we look at the latest cone, and you could see potentially a major hurricane Monday morning knocking on the door of the Lesser Antilles. You can see we already have hurricane watches and tropical storm watches being issued. Tomorrow they will later tonight or tomorrow they will likely be warnings as well. Your latest rainfall totals, according to the National Hurricane Center, you could see potentially 6 to 8 inches just offshore near St. Vincent, and then of course brings potentially some more rain towards Haiti and the Dominican Republic as well. Anywhere from 2 to 6 inches potentially of rainfall there. So, but that's all I have for you guys today. I know today was a bit of a longer video, but I hope I got all the information out, got all the information you guys needed. I will be back again tomorrow with another update. You guys stay amazing. Make sure to like, subscribe, share the stream to those who need it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.